Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. The Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Stanford's offense will get first crack at it today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager. That's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll ride Davis here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Virginia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. He leaves it with his back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught close to the marker. It's Hall. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Forced out of the pocket. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the run, fires downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Stanford to the line on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the air, it's Nolan. Here's the heat. Got a man, it's Copeland. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Hokies are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon, and because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his 1st sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their 1st sack.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in. It's Copeland. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Rides the back and leaves it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off play action. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to throw. It's Nolan. He's looking deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Give to the single back. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And he's knocked down.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is final.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Corners are going to bail. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Short gain on the play before he slides. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what reset and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And that one will give them the lead.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. to throw. It's Nolan. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Under fire. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The short hands, it's Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Hokies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Nolan. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
They're going to mark this one at the 15. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Jukes his way for more. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay block.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You want to drive a coach nuts, get in a situation where it's easy and I just got to get a QB sneak and fall forward and I don't take care of the football. Priority number 1, mission number 1, got to get that snap, got to fall forward. Big time mistake.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Nolan. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Hokies! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 25 over Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game. The defense comes away with a massive deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the...
There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
With the catch, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the... 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. The snap sets up to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's James. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fox. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hokies have moved it inside the 20. The inside handoff. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. With the run on first and goal. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Gonna swing it on second down. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hall. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Disaster by falling on his own fumble.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
back to throw. It's Nolan. Caught near the sticks. It's Smothers. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.